Okay, welcome to my channel. Today is October the 22nd, 2021 now. Today is the day that Melbourne finally got out of this latest COVID lockdown. There's only a half freedom day because we can only zoom around in the Melbourne metro area. We can't get out into the regionals. But something is better than nothing. And we don't have any restrictions to leave our home. Previously, there's only a couple of reasons. Grocery shopping, go to school, essential work, things like that, medical reasons. So today I'm going to ride my bike, which is a Honda CB400 Super 4, to the CBD. Haven't been to CBD for a long time. Well, I drove past it several times during the lockdowns, but never really got into the heart, the very central of it. So I thought it's probably a good idea just to go there and have a look. What once is the most livable city in the whole world is like now after almost 2 years of on and off lockdowns. And the weather today is perfect. As you can see, it's a sunny, clear day. Temperature is in the low 20s. Very pleasant day. There's almost no wind, very light wind. So let's go and check it out. Hopefully nothing much changed in the city, and I can still recognize it. Maybe let's go this way. Like some road ahead. Well, I live near the Essendon area, which is the inner northwest of Melbourne. So I'm going to join Mount Alexander Road, which is a couple of 100 meters ahead, and I'll go down into city that way. It's such a nice day for riding the bike. Wow, there's definitely more traffic. But bear in mind, the shops are still not open. It's still online shopping and click and collects, basically. Come on! No! Yeah, this intersection is... Jesus. It's quite confusing and dangerous. Because it had two sets of lights very close to each other. On one side is for a slow lane inside, on the very left. And yeah, the drivers in that lane very often are looking at two sets of traffic lights directly, and they don't know which one is for which. This is the Mooney Junction, which is one of the most complicated intersections in Melbourne, I think, because you have basically three roads cross into each other. That means 6 exits, and you have a tram stop plus several bus terminals in the middle of it. Nope, no overturn yet. Ah, now is overturn. I'm riding on tram tracks, which is a usual affair, because one of the things that made Melbourne one of the most livable cities in the world is a very extensive network of trams. And I believe it's probably the oldest tram network that is still operating in the world. If not, at least it's one of the oldest. The tram network in Melbourne basically covers all the inner suburbs, plus a few of the outer suburbs. It is convenient, but sometimes a bit frustrating, especially in the peak hours of traffic, because, well, if you're stuck behind the tram, then good luck. It's going to constantly stop, because as you can see, there's a stop every probably 200 meters. And ooh, a Ferrari. Everybody is out. And for riders, yeah, tram tracks are bumpy and slippery when it rains. That's why I don't ride in the rain. It's too slippery. Oops. Red light. Wow, look at how many bikes are out. Well, 1, thing I've noticed during the lockdowns is there are a lot more bikes on the road than before. Well, I admit that I got my bike during the second wave in Melbourne last year, so I have only been riding for about a year now, but I think a lot of people got the same idea as me, that we're just bored during lockdowns and getting a bike, getting a little bit of that freedom back, and also keep life a little bit of interesting during lockdowns. And yeah, there are just a lot more bikes on the road now. Not just delivery bikes, they're proper full-size motorcycles. This is the Royal Children's Hospital. It's the most fancy hospital I have ever seen. They spent more than $10 billion on it, I think. Oh, then maybe 1 billion. But it had a small aquarium. Well, maybe not quite an aquarium, but a very big fish tank with some colorful tropical fish in it. And also a small zoo with meerkats swimming around. All to keep the children happy. This is the city center. It's Queen Market on the left. Oh my God! What happened to the market? Flagstaff Park Garden. On my right, and we are coming into city through William Street. Well, everything looks the same. These are the courts and the law sector of Melbourne. So there are county courts, magistrate courts, all the law firms. Stupid driver. Another CB4 400. What are people lining up? Oh, that's a hairdresser. Now the hairdresser is open. Everyone is getting their long missed haircut. Oh, a man like me, I just cut my hair myself with a shaver. Cheap and easy. So I have a little bit more money to put fuel in my bike. Alright, this is something special in Melbourne. If you see the signs on my right, the safety zone, below that is a it looks like a hook sign. That's because we have hook turns in Melbourne. I know. It's all very confusing. Right. This is Flinders Strait. This is Yarra River on the other side of that railway bridge. And all those tall buildings, they are sitting on South Bank. And the one on the right with the green glass on the top half, that's the Crown Tower. That's the hotel building, and the casino is right under there. And all the other buildings, they are just office, hotel, apartment buildings. The one on the very left, that's Eureka Tower, which was the tallest building in Melbourne, but not anymore. And the one to the right of Eureka building with a bit of a golden thing sticking out halfway, that is the tallest building in Melbourne now. are coming to the famous Fitzroy Station. Yeah, the Flinders Station was kind of an icon of Melbourne. It's one of the oldest buildings in the city. And it was often lit up in different colors during lockdown just to, cheer people up. Alright, let's make one of that infamous hook turn just to give you a bit of feel what it's like. So on my right is the tram track. As you can see, there's a tram coming through, and there's another line on another driving line on my right, and that line is for going straight. I'm turning right, but I'm not turning right from the right lane. I'm turning right from the left lane. That's why it's called a hook turn. And the idea of it is you don't inch forward in the right line and onto the tram track. Jesus. Idiot. So the idea of a hook turn is so you don't inch forward, the light is green, and you still can't make a right turn, and then you inch forward onto the tram track and it'll block the tram. So to avoid that, you turn right from the left lane, and you have to wait for all the traffic to go past before you can make the turn. But the tricky thing is, there's always someone who wants to run the lights. So there's the risk that the light already turned yellow or maybe already even red. And when you want to turn, someone just suddenly jump out from behind you and it will slam straight into your side. Or like what the small van in front of me did just now. He's probably confused whether he should make a turn or not. He's stuck in the middle of the road and blocking the whole intersection. This is Collins Street, which is considered the financial sector. Basically, it's just all banks, investment firms, accounting firms. Wow, there's a lot of... Alright, she's now going, so I can go. Now there's someone coming. Let's turn on the left here. Well, I'm glad to report so far the city remains the same. which is a surprise. But obviously, I'm just being silly. You don't expect the city to change with a couple of months lockdown. Right, we have another roadblock. Let's turn right here. This is Burke Street, and again, as you can see, I'm making a hook turn. Gee, that truck just completely blocks my view behind. What's ahead of me is the Victorian Parliament building. Believe me or not, Melbourne was the first capital of Australia. Not Canberra. Wow, all constructions are back. They were shut down a couple of weeks ago. And they had a protest, or several protests here, right in front of Parliament. Somewhere else around the city, they marched down to the Shrine of Remembrance, which is the War Memorial, which I'm getting to later. Yes. So Melbourne was the first capital city of Australia. Before they decide, okay, let's have a federation. And I think Sydney and Melbourne was battling for that capital city title, the government seat, and later I decided, okay, let's have a new city so nobody fights about it. Right. I'm coming near Chinatown, so I'll make a left turn here. This is Chinatown. Well, not this street, it's the street running across in front of me, this street. I think everything is to take away. Well, they have opened the dine-in this round, but I mean the limit is pretty tight. I don't think any restaurant will really operate for dining. They're probably still mostly takeaways. If it's a small cafe, then okay, because you only have about 20-30 people maximum inside. It's about 5 to 6 tables. And most restaurants have 20, 30, 50. Big ones have more than 100 tables. They just can't operate under that condition. Right, coming down to Flinders Street again. That building is the Federation Square. I think the building is mainly used by SBS, which is a TV broadcaster. Ooh. And well, it's called Federation Square because it's a square on the other side of the building, and that's the main gathering place for Melbourne people, especially in the city. So they organise a lot of events over there. Is it my turn or is the Trams' turn? Oh, it's my turn. Stupid car always want to cut me off. So this is the construction for the metro tunnel. Ooh. So you can see the signage on there. I think this is one of the stations. So that's Federation Square in there. So they have lots of events. Before the pandemic, during the pandemic, there are usually live performance during the day. Doesn't matter if it's weekday or weekend. We are crossing the Yarra River. To my left, that big round thing, that's the MCG, which is a football and cricket stadium. On my right, that's NGV, National Gallery of Victoria. A lot of these cultural entertainment, sports, events, venues, they are hit pretty hard by this pandemic. They can't open or they have a very limited capacity. So, ooh, why that's still on? Forgot my indicators, maybe. Boo. So this is St Kilda Road. It runs through the middle of Melbourne in the north-south direction. That's the police memorandums. So let's turn left here. And then right. So if you go straight ahead, it actually goes to the governor's house. It's the governor of Victoria, not Australia. And yes, the governor is appointed by the Queen in UK. Alright, let's just pull up here. Maybe I'm not allowed to pull up here. I have to go a bit further. Maybe I can pull up here. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Ooh. It's pretty hot.